All right, guys, so we're gonna do that exact same test again. Again, 577 grain arrow with a single bevel, 125 grain kudu point broadhead. We're gonna shoot a 576 grain arrow with field point. There's a grain difference, and a 515 grain arrow with a static insert, and the bow is set up for that 515 grain arrow. So let's see what we get. That was a dagger. Looks like it's on the X. It's kind of interesting though, like I'm basically putting my 30-yard pin on that X, but I'm shooting at about 27 yards, maybe 28. All right, last one, 515. And, you know, just for fun, I'm not gonna gap shoot this one as much. I'm gonna just put this 30-yard pin on that X because this arrow should hit a little high, just for fairness sake. All right, like a decent group. Let's see what happened. I'm almost positive that 577 grain broadhead is on the X. I can see the 515 grain. Let me see if I can hold this a little steadier. Must be giving you guys eye strain. All right. Let's see what we got. So I'm gonna push these arrows out real quick. That way we can kind of better look at the knock points. All right. Sketches me out doing this when I got a broadhead in the target. All right, let's take a peek. So here we go. So again, I'm gonna gun this really quick. That way we know like the exact distance of this target from where I'm shooting. But I mean, take a look here. This is the 577 grain field point. This is the broadhead. Shooting it, I believe 28 yards. I'll confirm that in just a second. And shooting a bow set up for this arrow, this 515 grain arrow, using the 30-yard pin. So like I said, this should have hit high. It hit about 2.25, maybe 3 inches high. Maybe. I was also kind of subconsciously aiming a little bit high, because that's just how archery is. But here we go. This is a dagger. This is also a dagger. This group isn't bad. None of these were perfect shots, but again, I mean, 515 grain arrow, 577 grain arrow, 3 inches apart max group, okay? Tighter here with a broadhead. All right, so again, 60-ish grain difference in arrow weight. The drop should be huge, huge. This would be a decent group. I mean, no, like that would be a decent group, but this is an okay group from 30 yards with regular stuff. There's something going on with these spinning inserts. It's worth more research. So this makes more sense, right? 577 grain arrows down here, 515 grain arrow. This one might actually have a touch more front of center because this is a standard knock, and these are the nocturnal knocks, which just started shooting, and I really like them so far. It's pretty cool. But a couple of things. So these are both the new spinning inserts. These shots didn't feel this close. Truth be told, I actually was aiming up here, but again, my sight is actually sighted in for 515 grain arrows. So the fact that this is 2.5 inches maybe down and these arrows are in a line, I mean, I'm shooting true. This one was high. You know, again, these were not my 3 best shots by any stretch, but the fact that this is just a fuzz high and these two are just a fuzz low, and this is a 577 grain arrow, and this is a 515 grain arrow. This group should be a lot bigger. This disparity between, you know, vertical drop for an arrow that is 60 grains heavier, 62 grains heavier, that should matter here. A lot more than what we're seeing. So this is really interesting. The fact that, again, these spinning inserts are supposed to, you know, increase the efficacy, reduce drag. I mean, the idea is that because the fletchings don't have to spin the weight of the broadhead and the insert at the front, because you're basically you're decoupling the load essentially. So with a static insert, the entire arrow has to spin, and that means that the forward weight is gonna reduce the spin rate of the total arrow. But if you increase the spin rate by decoupling that weight, you're gonna get more lift. More on that explanation later. That's definitely not perfect, but I'm gonna do some research on it and get back to you guys. But interesting results.